It's the friendship. You know, we've known each other since high school.
Thank you very much.
And we did a lot of things before we ever started playing in bands together. And so whatever the shared experience is, you know, there's something about a shared experience that, whatever that perspective is, makes it enjoyable, you know? I think that it's in all of the sort of strangeness of what the business can present to you, it's nice to have a buddy. It's nice to have someone that you can joke about it with. You know, we tend to make fun of everything and everybody. And our humors together, when, you know, is sort of mean and dark, you know. So I don't know if anyone else could have really tolerated us in different situations. But we sort of enjoy it and feed off of it for each other. And then the musical collaboration, we like the sound of our voices together. And it works for us.
You can really hear in their music their influences. And I don't think they try to hide that. And I like that. I like the fact that I can hear where they're coming from. And the fact is, I think their influences are it's a lot of the same music that I probably enjoy. And when I hear them in concert, I hear that stuff. And that's probably one reason why I enjoy the band.
I think Jim and Greg have a certain connection that is not often found. I don't really know how they work personally together, but what happens musically is something that's unpretentious, and it's also, it's true.
They have a fairly extraordinary relationship. You know, I don't know too many adult men that have known each other and have been as close as they have for as long as they have, and can still, you know, get along, enjoy each other's company, work together. Which isn't to say that they don't drive each other crazy, because they absolutely do, but who doesn't and who wouldn't?
It's kind of hard to put your finger on it, because it's like if you listen to someone like Neil Young and he's playing a country song, there's something in the chords or in the melody where you just kind of know that he's not from, you know, Tennessee or something, or maybe it's in the accent. I mean, Blue Rodeo, they've written a lot of really great country songs that would be at home with, you know, with a lot of country artists. But yet there is a sound that is Canadian, and it really is kind of subtle. You know, and maybe it just comes, it's somewhere in the accent, I suppose, or maybe it's in the outlook, you know, the point of view.
They kind of bridge that gap between rock and country, because here was a band that were playing country-influenced songs, but they had that visceral edge to them and that energy that rock music had, and that was something that I tried to put into my music and still try and put into my music.
And it's just like, you know, one of your favorite paintings hanging on the wall at home, you know, you throw it on and it makes you feel better about yourself, about your friends, about your family. It just makes you feel better about your, you know, within your environment. It makes you feel at home. And I think that's what rodeo does for a lot of people, including myself.
Well, I don't think we knew what else we could possibly do with our lives other than play music. So every day, you know, for a while you struggle to stay in the game, and then one day you realize that, well, you know, years have gone by and you're still doing it. And then you know, why we kept going and other people decided to call it a day is, you know, a question I really can't answer. But I think that for us, a lot of it, the fear of doing something else like a real job played a big role in that.
Now we play to people who have grown up listening to the band, you know, and constantly meeting people, you know, the first time, their first kiss, the first time they had sex, when they got married, was all while listening to Blue Rodeo, you know. And so we've kind of, since we've hung on as long as we have, we've kind of become part of people's lives.
Well, I think a lot of it is just luck and fate, you know. I think that there's lots of great bands and songwriters and singers and that, but once in a while you sort of slip into the fabric of whatever's going on, and we were lucky enough to be in that sort of time in Canada. And so a lot of people know our songs and they know our records and they identify certain times in their life with our songs.
But I think of it as this thing that's taken on a life of its own. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to wreck the band. You know, it's, you know, we've been through all kinds of trials and tribulations. We've had health crises, you know, huge blowouts. You know, there's been quite a few times when the band has at least seemed like it's on the verge of blowing up. But at the same time, while that's been happening, I've always sort of felt like, we'll get through this. And we just do. And I really feel like it's something that at this point has a life of its own that's beyond the will of any individual members of the band, or even the collective will of the band. It's just there. It's just this thing that's bigger than all of us.
And I'm very grateful that we have such a long-standing relationship and comfortable relationship with a crowd of people. But as to why it happens, it's not because we worked hard, because lots of people work hard. In our case, it worked out. But we worked hard because we wanted to work hard, because we wanted to take advantage of opportunities, and we wanted to play. And we wanted to accomplish being a good band, and I'm proud of that.